Meet the Swampoodles, just your typical American family. Chuck, a therapist with no apparent common sense. His wife, Darlene, a cosmetician with great people skills. Chuck's brother, Rennie, an engineering student who works in the landfill. And their sister, Christy, a clerk at the Registry of Motor Vehicles who hates every minute of it. But their mother, oh, well, she's a whole other story.
Never know what lies awaiting round the corner. It all began like any other day. And if we realized, we would have tried to warn her. Who could have guessed we'd toast our egos this way? My mother is a toaster oven, and it's not what you expect to say. My mother is a toaster oven, and when she's grounded, she's okay. My mother is a toaster oven, and her cooking's more than fine. But when she blows off fuse, she'll blow your mind.
And I said, you never find a cat that's trapped in a dog's body.
Oh, great. Burned again. Every time it's the same thing.
Ma, you've been awfully quiet today. Something eating at you?
Oh, I've just had it with that church of ours. In fact, I've half a mind to quit it and become a Muslim. I think I look pretty good in one of those headscarf doohickeys anyway.
Yeah, maybe if you put it on backwards. I mean, it could be like an overgrown tea cozy, but with all the elegance of a glad trash bag.
Darlene, stop talking trash. Show a little sensitivity.
I gave it my best, but they chose Alice Willard instead of me for the lead in the church play.
What about the church play?
Your mother got the crap beaten out of her at the audition.
I had them eaten out of my hands until that stupid dance number.
Well, isn't there something you can do to help out?
Sure, something boring. They're allowing me to make a batch of brownies.
Remember, there are no small parts, only small appliances. Who did that?
Well, everybody loves your brownies. So why do you think that's bothering you so much?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it's a strawberry festival.
Did anybody hear the weather report?
I hear it's the perfect weather for a wedding.
Oh, not this again.
Looks like rain, maybe early afternoon.
Great. Just when we're supposed to sort all the newspaper and cardboard.
Boy, you got your master's degree in the nick of time.
Yeah, maybe you'll finish your PhD in time to work the bottle crusher.
No, really. I heard that you practically need to be a genius to figure that thing out.
Go ahead, make fun, but I'll be sitting pretty when I finish school.
Heck, you're already pretty. Oh, something in my throat.
Probably just another fur ball. Well, newspapers are not. I hope we don't get a thunderstorm. I'll be a nervous wreck.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Easy for you to say.
Well, it's just not that likely with the thermomagnetic reciprocity this time of year.
Always with the science. No wonder you don't have a girlfriend.
I told you before I'm seeing someone.
Well, I'm not seeing a thing.
Relax. You'll meet her soon enough.
Well, I want some grandchildren before my extended warranty runs out.
Ma, I'm curious. You're so concerned about Rennie. How come you never asked me about marriage?
Oh, no special reason. Except I figure with you, I wouldn't be losing a daughter. I'd probably be gaining a werewolf.
Well, I'm off to the landfill. Maybe we could finally figure something out about the family outing tonight.
Oh, yeah, right.
See y'all later.
Gee, I completely forgot about our annual outing.
Yeah, a carefully stuck-in vacation can function like a denial of functionality.
Shut up, Chuck.
I can't believe I forgot to mention it. Rennie and me have been talking about going on a camping trip. Remember how much fun we had 3 years ago at Lake Louie? We only need one more tent and a propane stove.
What you talking about?
Well, you see,
Don't you dare talk about replacing me with some low-class, gassy-smelling propane number. Besides, summer's over. We need igloos, not tents.
That's just crazy. Only raccoons should be in the woods this time of the year.
If this was a normal family, we'd be going to Aruba or Cancun.
If this was a normal family, we wouldn't consider jumper cables a fashion accessory.
or blow a fuse when Antonio Banderas is on TV.
You leave my Antonio out of this.
Well, if all you're gonna do is cook and watch Zorro, you're not gonna be in any shape to go on a trip.
Don't you start with me. You're not one to talk.
All I'm saying is you should get some exercise like I do. Nothing makes you feel better than starting the day with a couple of laps around the pool.
You've been lapping something, and it ain't got nothing to do with no pool.
You see, Ma, we thought about going somewhere in the Caribbean, but we realized that you might feel too guilty about holding us back.
You better hold me back before I singe the top of your head.
Come on now. We ought to be able to come up with something.
The problem is there's no electricity in Aruba.
What?
What?
At least not that much. Like in the jungle, at the beach.
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of places she could plug in.
No, I think she should stay here, and we'll take photographs, and she'll feel just like she's there. We'll even bring you back a pina colada.
Oh, lucky me.
Camping is sounding better and better.
That's a stupid idea. I mean, I'm allergic to squirrels, and I break out in hives.
I don't remember anything about that.
Not those scaly kind, but the very attractive, good ones. You know.
Okay.
Well, aside from diseases that make you look great, remember, Rennie, you did all that work on that generator gizmo so Mom could come along.
Oh, that was just fun building that crazy thing.
This is the contraption you've been working on.
Yeah, and just about all of it came from the take it or leave it. Just 10 minutes of pedaling and we have 2 hours of power.
So what's going on here?
You pedal and the fan works in reverse, making power instead of using it.
And what, then you eat lunch?
Well, those store the power, like coconut batteries. Well, you see, you need to keep tension on the belt, and Dolly here is known for adjusting to humidity.
Does that go for Barbie and Mitch?
That's a good question.
Well, it's a masterpiece.
I know you found all that junk at the dump, but you still had to lug it through the woods.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. Neil was around, and we had it at the campsite and all set up the day before.
Yeah, I know. Well, it seems like that's your father.
Besides, we could come up with something half that size these days and still have power to spare.
Well, that is great, but I still think that we should be planning a more exotic vacation, like the Mitchells had. A glorious, relaxing week with no small appliances. I mean, phone calls.
You know, we're overlooking the obvious. A theme park vacation.
Oh,
Count
no.
me
Forget
out.
that.
Danger, Will Rock. We're not falling for that again.
A week at Spooky World is no vacation. I'd rather be dead.
Who wouldn't?